Hi everyone, greetings from Rome. I am Kamal Lamisane, PhD student at Romatare University in Applied Electronics subject. Today I am here to present our research work on exploiting saliency in image quality assessment for light field imaging. This research work was accomplished together with Professor Federica Battisti, Dr. Pratik Paudel, and Professor Marco Carli. Let's begin. In this presentation, following topics are covered: the aims of work, brief introduction on light field imaging and saliency map, overall process that we adopted, the experiment setup and analysis of the result, and conclusion. The aims in this research work are to estimate whether the distortion present in light field image are reflected to the corresponding saliency map obtained using 2D saliency map model, and to design a CNN-based no-reference light field image quality assessment model based on normalized image where saliency map will be considered as an added input. Light field imaging. It is a technology that records the intensity of light in a scene and the direction in which light rays travel through the space. The physical space shown in figure with boundary surface S can be considered as a scene, and the light rays radiating through this scene with the different colors like blue, green, red and yellow are the rays of light traveling through the space in a different direction. It offers the highly dense content compared to the conventional imaging technology. Because of this, the data acquisition, compression, content editing and visualization is more challenging, and the design of the appropriate image quality assessment model is an open issue. Saliency map. Well, saliency map is an image generated from original image obtained by extracting perceptually important features like color, intensity, orientation, etc. of individual spatial locations. Different saliency map models designed for conventional type of images that we consider are ETN Coach model, graph-based visual saliency, GBBS model, Boolean map saliency, BMS model, extended Boolean map saliency, EBMS model, geometry based model, and foreground object extraction based model. Overall process, it has three main blocks. The preliminary stage related to distortion level measurement on saliency map and normalized image. The processing stage where we implement our light field image quality assessment model, and model evaluation stage which evaluates the performance of the light field image quality assessment model. Distortion level measurement. The goal of this step is to verify whether a distortion of the light field image causes a distortion in the saliency map. As an input, the distorted and reference light field images like ID and IR undergo a rake processing block in which the normalized image and 5 saliency models are computed. The pairs IDX and IRX depict the normalized version x equal to n for the input ID and IR images. The same notation scheme holds for the correlation coefficients obtained as an output of the CC block. In the next block, the n represents the number of adopted distortion and types of distortions are HBC, JPEG, JPEG 2000 and SSTC. Furthermore, in this block, the m represents the considered level of distortion and n the number of reference images. Same representation procedure is followed in saliency map models. To compute the similarity between the saliency map pairs, the correlation coefficient CC is computed and the Pearson linear correlation coefficient PLCC is measured between the set of predicted quality scores and ground truth subjective scores available in the dataset. The predicted scores of PLCC for each type of distortion are represented as S1 to Sn for each block, and the image pair of the individual blocks which are the future input to the learning model. Feature learning model. Its main blocks are first training stage, second training stage, texture map and saliency map. First training stage and fully connected networks represent CNN architecture. We will discuss further about it in next slide. IDN is input to the convolutional layer. It is also used to generate the ground truth distorted image IGTH by subtracting it from normalized reference image IRN. IGTH helps to calculate the loss function required to regress the first training stage. The convolutional layers of the first training stage will generate a feature map F0. Its purpose are to get the expected output image I predicted image using the linear activation function based convolutional layer L0. Then once the convolutional layers are fully trained, a global average pooling operation on F0 is performed and its output applies to the second training stage. To increase the learning capability of the CNN, it should be regressed with an appropriate loss function. For this, IDIP is calculated as the difference map between IGTH and IPRED. We generated the texture map ITM using sigmoid function that reflects strength of the texture present on the image. Saliency map of most bright region of the image ISM is obtained based on program object extraction method, that is histogram back projection and refinement with graph cut technique. The combined image ISOM obtained from ISM and ITM is used to perform element-wise multiplication with IDIP. This process results a new image ILI and it is used to define the required loss function. The loss function is the column-wise mean of the square of the pixel value of ILI. Similarly, loss function L2 is used to regress nonlinear regression unit. It is a mean square error between predicted score and ground truth quality scores. Let's discuss about the layer architecture of CNN. The proposed CNN model exists 9 different convolutional layers designed in different size, and they are related to the first training stage in the light field image quality assessment model. The convolutional kernel represented as conv1 to conv8, that is convolutional 1 to convolutional 8 layer having size 3 by 3, and convolutional 9 uses the 1 by 1 size of kernel. To obtain the conv2 and conv4 layer, max pooling operation using stride 2 by 2 are used. The feature map obtained in single layer form with conv9 function as the last convolutional layer represent the expected image of the normalized input image, which is represented as predicted image having size S by 4 by W by 4. The size of this image is determined by how many number of max pooling operations that we have performed in previous convolutional layer. In the next step, we perform the global average pooling function over the outcomes of the first 8 convolutional layer. The result is fed as input to the fully connected layers, and the outcomes of the fully connected layers will be the predicted score for the corresponding test images. The model evaluation stage, it is the last block of the overall process that we follow to accomplish our research work. We evaluate the model performance for the proposed quality metric in terms of Spearman rank order correlation coefficient and Pearson's linear correlation coefficient. In this slide, I would like to mention the steps that we followed to set up our experiment. The dataset that we consider is the SMART dataset, which is publicly available dataset. It exists 16 reference images. The 4 different types of distortions considered or adopted in the datasets are HEVC, JPEG, JPEG 2000 and SSTC type. The severity level of distortion or the level of compression artifacts inserted in the image are of 4 types. The total distorted image are 256. The size of image that we use to implement our algorithm is 364 by 512 pixels. Ground truth subjective scores, which are already available in dataset, is the based on the BT model. The dataset ratio used for training and testing of our model is 80:20 ratio, where image shuffling is done. The optimizer used are gradient descent based on loss function for first training stage and NADAM with learning rate of 2 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 4 for second training stage. The loss function used is mean square error and metric are SROCC and PLCC. Let's discuss about the results that we achieved. There are altogether 4 different tables for result analysis. Table 1 illustrates the PLCC scores S1 to S4 for HEVC, JPEG, JPEG 2000 and SSTC types of distortions. All results are close to 1 here. Hence, we confirm that the distortion on light field image causes a distortion in saliency map and normalized image 2. The table 2 illustrates the best number of epochs required to train the first training stage. The table 3 illustrates the result for proposed LFI-QA model, and it confirms the use of saliency as an added input to the model improves its performance significantly. The last table, that is 4th table, illustrates that our model is an state-of-the-art model for the smart dataset. Finally, let's conclude our work. Our first conclusion is that the impact of the use of added saliency information in light field image quality assessment model has been addressed. The achieved results show high correlation between the measure of distortion in normalized image and saliency map with the ground truth subjective scores, and the proposed light field image quality assessment model outperforms the state-of-the-art result on smart dataset. Thank you.